Okay, so if it's on her website, you can just print what's on her website. Okay, gotcha.
Welcome to the Swingerverse. We are here, the Upsidedown Pineapples, and your hosts, Phil and
Kim.
welcome to the Upsidedown Pineapple Podcast, Taste the Lifestyle. The Upsidedown Pineapple is about educating, encouraging, and enhancing the entire lifestyle experience, not just the hookup. We're back. It's been a week. It's been a long week.
Did you miss us?
Did you miss us? Did you miss us? Welcome, everybody that's starting to follow in here. They said, yes, they did miss you.
Yay!
So, before we start tonight, we got a very good topic to start on. What? Before we start, just mute it and you'll be okay. Turn your volume down.
Okay, it's down.
I don't like to hear myself talk anyway.
Yes, you do.
So, we'll get to our guests here in a little bit. So tonight we're going to be talking about groups, clubs, and events as a newbie and as an experienced person in the lifestyle. So here's how I'm going to start this. Normally we start off on a fun little note. I want to get into this in a couple different ways right off the bat. As a newbie joining a group, don't just limit yourself to one particular group. Lifestyle groups are very diverse. There's a million of them. You'll find them all over the place if you look hard enough. You do not have to tie yourself to one group. The Upsidedown Pineapple is not group specific. It never will be. It's not now. It won't be next week. It won't be in 5 years. Because it's about the lifestyle. So you're going to find different things from different groups that you join. You might get one little aspect from this group, one little aspect from this group. Same thing with events, same thing with clubs. Everyone is different. So don't limit yourself or allow yourself to be limited by group owners, by clubs, by events. If somebody tells you you can't be part of a different group, they're not about the lifestyle. They're about either their pocket or their playtime or a million different things. But they're not about the lifestyle. They're not about enhancing your lifestyle experience. They're there to enhance their lifestyle experience. If somebody tells you you can be part of my group only if you are not part of any other group. Same thing with events. You can't go to any other events. Same thing with clubs. You're going to get something out of every group. We're part of a million groups.
Yeah.
A million groups. But we get something different out of each group. There's a lot of crossover in those groups. But there's something specific about each group. So here's my challenge to group owners, event owners, club owners. Set yourself apart as yourself. There's no need to copy other people's ideas. There's no reason to be jealous if people are part of your group and some other group. There's no reason to not focus on your group as your group. If you're copying another group, if you're copying another club, if you're copying another event, it says a lot about the group owners. You're going to get feedback from your members, from your guests, from your attendees in that aspect. So be yourselves. It's like the lifestyle. Be yourself. Your group, your club, your event. Make it yours.
Not everybody's cup of tea.
One thing about your group, But I will like another thing about your group. It's completely about it. I just hit a button. Sorry about that, guys. So if I blipped out for a second, completely sorry. Making sure this is working here. We are coming to you live tonight from the Upsidedown Pineapple Bar. So we're going to get more into this all, and I'm going to have a lot more to say, obviously. But let's get to groups. There's a million different groups out there. You can...
Something for everyone.
Something for everybody. Join them all. Join the ones you like. Join them, leave them, whatever you want to do. You're going to, like I said, you're going to get something from each different group. One, you might get the interaction and friendship. One, you might get the events. You're going to have groups that literally only run hotel parties. If you're not a hotel party person, that group is probably not for you. If a group is constantly canceling events, that group's probably not for you. If you're looking for groups that go out to dinner, then find a group that does that. Or challenge the group owners to do that. Say, look, we're interested in this. If they don't respond in a positive way, you keep looking.
There's plenty of groups out there.
Correct. You're going to find the group that you fit into. Bear with me here because we're going in a bunch of different directions here tonight. But in the meantime, head over to the website. We are going to announce the first round of winners tonight for the social media contest. So tonight's the night we're going to announce the first set of winners. We're going to also continue it for another week because a lot of people forgot about it. I got a lot of messages earlier today.
I did.
However, the winner of the first round of contests is still eligible to win again next week. So those submissions will carry over to next week.
Look at you being nice.
So I know
Submission was awesome.
her submission was awesome. The winning submission was awesome.
It was.
So we'll get to that in a little bit. They're going to have to listen to a little bit more of the podcast to actually hear the winner. So with that being said, our website's coming along like absolute crazy right now.
It is.
So head over to the website.
We have blogs.
We have blogs now. Yeah, we have blogs. Head over to the website. You'll find the Cassidy link there. Click on the Cassidy link. Get a free 90-day membership. When you click on that link, it will take you directly to Cassidy.
Hey,
and you get a free 90-day membership.
Everybody loves free.
There we go. I'm going to get you. I'm getting there. Everybody's looking at Kim like, it's our part. Okay. Remember, we're adjusting things as we go here. Remember?
Segue. Everybody loves free.
It's not a segue. It's not a segue. So, with that being said, we're going to move into clubs here. I'm having a little bit of an issue here. I don't know if this is frozen or what. Oh, at all. My thing froze. If you can hear me, just somebody type in there that you can hear me.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay, we're good. Okay. So clubs. Let's move. We're going to incorporate everything in here in clubs, groups, events. I'm going to start with, we started to touch on groups a little bit here, but let me move into, as a newbie going to a club, just some things to think about. I know we've talked about clubs before. We've talked about the atmosphere of clubs and different things like that, but we've never really touched on, I don't want to call it pre-gaming for a club, but what you should do before you actually visit a club as a couple.
Pre-gaming's a good one.
Yeah, basically before you decide to take that step into shots is a very good pre-game idea.
You like shots?
Yeah, I'm going to try to stomach a shot here in a few. see how this works out for me. So first and foremost, obviously, visit their website. Check them out.
Yeah, check them out. Yeah.
Check them out. Take a look at what their website tells you. Get as much information off their website that you can find out. You're probably not going to get too much off their website.
No, they don't. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably not going to get too much off their website. Then make a phone call. Call them.
Message us.
Yeah, message them. They can.
Should be open to, should have a lot on there about what they do, their events, their calendars, different things about the nights of their events.
Their event.
Yeah, they'll have
themes.
themes and
Right.
things. Yeah, but then there's always that phone number where you call and you get that little bit more of a personal touch.
Correct. And just let them know that you're a newbie. You're coming for the first time.
Yes, that's important.
You just checked out their website.
And a lot of them have newbie night.
They do have newbie nights, which is an important thing to take into account. You're not, that there will be other newbies there.
Yeah.
So,
And several of them you're supposed to call especially if it's a big event.
Mm-hmm.
You really are supposed to call and get on the guest list.
that's an RSVP so that they can max their number and everything like that. So check out their website. That will be my first tip to do. After that, you're finally at the club. You've walked in, you've had your shots beforehand.
You're relaxed.
Eat dinner before you go.
Oh yeah, before you
Eat
walk
dinner
in, make
before
sure
you go.
eat.
Make sure you eat before you go. Yeah,
Pre-game.
before you go. In your pregame situation, eat before you go. So now we've walked into the club. Acclimate yourself at first. And it's not, oh, there's naked people running around, or, oh, there's boobs over there, or there's two girls kissing over here. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about acclimating yourself from what was in your head. What was in your head?
Right.
The orgy situation that was in your head to the environment that you just walked into. There's a complete difference. You're going to need to acclimate yourself from that
To
situation.
the actual environment.
Wait, no orgies?
There's no orgies.
Not in the
There's no
Amsterdam.
gangbangs.
No gangbangs.
There's no gangbangs and there's no orgies.
Liar!
So when I say acclimate yourself, that's the way I'm coming at it from.
Yeah.
Was
To the real event.
from the mindset
To
that
the
you
real
walk
club.
into that club with, to actually what the environment is.
Which was you're probably wrong when you
right.
walk in.
You're most definitely wrong.
I feel like it's important to go in with no expectations. Don't expect anything to happen. Don't, be like, okay, I really wish this would happen. Just go in and enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
And we've had that expectations conversation a lot.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and it's for every situation, no matter where you're going into, whether it be dinner and a movie, meeting a potential, meeting friends, the bar, whatever, from a club to a house party, groups. Don't go into a group with expectations.
Yeah.
Right.
Just go in open-minded, like you're meeting new friends.
Absolutely. Respect the club rules. Respect what they tell you when you walk through that door. Most clubs will give you a tour. They'll explain their rules of the club. Each club's fairly consistent in most aspects, but some things are different. So make sure you understand the club rules, and then respect them. Don't think you are there and you can just change them because a different club does something else, or a different group does something else, basically, or an event did something else. The club makes those rules to make sure everybody feels comfortable, secure, and respected.
And they're serious about them.
Correct,
If you break those rules, you're not going to be there very long.
You're not going to be there very long.
Yeah.
They'll answer your questions. So if you do have questions, they'll answer it for you. Hygiene. This is probably common sense.
Oh my God, this is a really good one.
I mean,
It is.
It's a very valid point.
it should be.
I love
would-
that you're touching on that.
I would assume that it's
No, you can't.
nice, but
Wash your ass before you go.
brush your teeth, take a shower.
Don't forget deodorant.
Yeah, be prepared. Have condoms. Have lube. You don't know if every club has them. Be
I
prepared.
mean, a lot of them do, but it's always better
Right.
to just, bring them.
Be prepared.
Wash your hair. I do every time before I go to the club. I wash my hair.
And you style it so well too.
Yes.
And
So
you use shampoo and conditioner, right?
I do.
It's vital.
It's very nice when my friends offer me shampoo and conditioner as well. It is. Yes. So
I did do that one time, and that we have to start explaining some of our
yes,
incentives.
I was offered to. I needed to get a shower, and
For those who don't know, he has no hair.
Yeah.
I was offered
Turtle wax shampoo. Nice stuff.
shampoo and conditioner by Becca. Like it was just nothing out
I
of.
was being so nice.
I was like, I'm gonna go get a shower, and she's like, oh, no problem. There's shampoo and conditioner inside in the shower.
And there's body wash in there.
Seriously?
Phil starts scratching his head, and
Such a
if
good
you don't
thought,
know
though.
Phil, when he starts scratching his head,
You just offer me shampoo and conditioner.
you screwed up in some way.
You just offer me shampoo and conditioner.
And I just still didn't get it.
No,
I was like,
you were-
why are you scratching your head?
You're so nice,
Kind of be a
Becca.
good person, right?
So yeah,
Yeah. So
use shampoo and conditioner.
yeah, shampoo. I mean, it might seem obvious, but I wanted to touch on it.
I like that. I do.
Salted caramel?
Yes.
Oh.
Along with respecting the rules of the clubs, make sure that you set up as a couple your own rules and respect them.
So important.
Before you drink.
And, Matt's giving me a shot here close to my phone, and he wanted to make sure that I knew that it was close to my phone, unlike the last time when I spilled it all over my phone. But make sure that you honor yourself.
That pre-conversation with your partner.
Correct. Make sure you respect those rules, and you're not like once you go, don't try to change, especially your first time. Oh,
change anything.
don't change those rules. Don't change those rules. Please don't change those rules. It's not going to end well if
No.
you're, especially your first time at the club. You didn't know what to expect, so you probably or hopefully overruled.
Yes.
You probably overruled yourselves. You're there to spend the night with your partner.
Yeah.
And enjoy your night with your partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Matt
So-
said it one time. You are going there with your partner. You want to leave there with your partner.
And you want them to still be your partner.
Facts.
Yeah. So no matter
By
what
choice.
rules you set down beforehand, stick to those
Yeah.
rules throughout the evening till the time you leave that door.
Yeah.
So you can actually have another conversation one-on-one.
And you probably will change things in that conversation after.
Most likely, because you walked in thinking it was a big orgy, are going to change something.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
We don't know anybody that thought that.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Oh, God, look.
She didn't think it was an
And
orgy.
her.
Oh, it was me too. It was me too.
She didn't think it was an orgy. She thought it was a gangbang.
Oh, that was her too.
A little bit
Yeah.
different.
I was like, I'm so excited. Disappointment.
Where's my gangbang?
Yeah. Come 11 o'clock. She's like, wait, you know what? The gangbang never happened,
It
actually.
never happened.
That's you and Phil. You lied. He said, no, I told you the truth and you didn't believe me. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Then I started
right.
lying.
All right.
Next one, get to know your play partners. And I don't mean that physically. So don't. Okay. I'm going to pull this on you. Okay, this may not be a good example.
Uh-oh.
I walk up to you in a club.
Listen, I don't like where this is
Okay.
going.
Okay.
She's already
Already.
over here going, excuse me?
So
She just hasn't said it out loud yet.
here's what I mean by this. So I walk up to you in a club. Hi, I'm Phil. What's your name?
Hey, Phil.
What's your name?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that was pretty
I'm
much
Becca.
it.
You're Becca?
Uh-huh.
I'm told I'm really good at pleasing women.
That sounds fun. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Right. Nice to meet you. Right? Awkward right away. Right.
Nice.
Yes. I'm not
Nice.
talking.
Awkward.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking. Get to know them physically. Actually, have a conversation because, believe it or not, a lot of people that are at that club with you aren't there for sex.
A lot are not. And you know what?
Yeah.
You're going to meet those people that are just saying weird things. Don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people.
Don't make it
Yeah.
weird.
Just because you're at a swingers club doesn't mean you have to act differently than you would at a vanilla bar.
It's exactly right. I mean, you still have to have that time of getting to
still
know
have
someone.
to actually
Yeah.
And
get
I'm
to know
pretty
them.
sure that consent is still a must.
Correct.
I've heard
Consent
that.
is a must.
Me too.
But I mean, you're still gonna sound like a jackass.
You are.
You're gonna still
You
sound like
are.
a jackass if you walk up to somebody and they're like, oh, "I'm good at pleasing women." What do you think that you're just gonna get drug into the bedroom?
For me,
Like,
right, exactly. For me, it's like I don't remember asking that. Good to know.
right. It's
Thanks for that info.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they also have families. They have jobs. They have cars. They have interests
Yeah.
other than sex.
And there are going to be times when situations advance, and that happens.
Yes.
But going into it, you should always start at the jump off of normal conversation. Just,
Right.
Drinking karaoke, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Like you're just.
That's a good point. That's a good one.
Just
Yeah.
be normal.
Just be normal.
Just be normal. I mean,
You're right, though. That was a terrible decision to have me be the one, because I was like, okay, hey. and then you said the weird thing, and I was like, oh no, yeah,
that would. Yeah.
I would have been like,
Right.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my hair wouldn't have won you over at that point in time. No, but the beard would have.
It might have. It might have.
If you want to try.
Well, if you really think you are.
That beard, though. Yeah.
Yes. No.
I know.
Dom said, know your audience.
Exactly. Hi, Dom.
So-
If you want to try to advance a conversation quickly along those lines, try a compliment.
Yeah.
Try, hey,
Yeah, that's
it's got great eyes. Love your hair.
And then stop.
Maybe even you got beautiful
Right.
tits. You can might even be able to get away with that one in
Right.
a swing club, but don't go straight to
I'd probably get,
I'd love
I'd probably
to.
get a couple sentences out there first, but I would,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with Kim. Yeah, you should probably have like a whole freaking dictionary conversation with her.
That sounds dumb, but true.
Right. So the next one, maybe bad timing for me to say this one.
Uh-oh.
As I pick up my shot glass.
I was
Okay.
just gonna say, so shots.
As I pick up my shot glass,
Yeah.
when you first walk into a swing club,
Uh-huh.
an event, a meet and greet, whatever it is, drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
Because everybody likes to remember and be able to function and not act like a smacked ass.
Absolutely. You not only want to go home with your partner, but you want to remember the evening that you had with your partner.
Correct.
Especially if this is your first experience.
Yeah, that's really hard to fight a bad first impression.
It
A bad-
really
yes.
It really is.
Yes. So
Everybody's nervous the first time. A couple
And
of drinks
and a
can
bad
help.
first experience too. A bad first experience, even if you caused it, still is not a not a win.
no, and most, and like Dom said, most are BYOB.
Yes.
So you're bringing your own alcohol,
Right.
and
And you
know what you can drink.
know yourself.
You know what
exactly.
you can't drink.
Yeah.
Let me give you. I'm going to sidetrack this conversation
I
and
love
give
it.
you a tip that just came to my mind.
Really?
The one thing that you should never do
Here we go.
in a BYOB swingers club:
Here we go.
tell your bartender her drinks are weak. Okay, That-
Was it Kim that did that?
Kim did that. So never
So glad I didn't take that advice.
She's like, girl.
do not, and I
It was a wise
repeat,
decision at the moment.
do not tell your
And I
bartender.
feel like you got punished for that. I mean, did
Because-
you ever say that?
I did not.
I did not. Because let's be honest, it's your alcohol they're pouring.
Yeah,
They're not wasting their inventory.
right.
Okay.
Right.
That's right.
So,
So
I'm like, okay, you want the whole, all right.
okay. So
Vodka,
Right.
a little splash of Coke.
so with
Little Red Bull.
Yeah.
the whole drink responsibly, do not tell your bartender their drinks are weak.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Multiple reasons.
And also, I mean, yeah, if you're bringing what you're going to drink, bring your chill, can drink for a long time drink.
Bring your distance drink.
Yeah, bring your distance drink. You know, if that's beer, great.
Distance.
Beer's gonna make you pee a lot, maybe not the
best.
you like that
like
distance.
I know someone that can have 2 beers and be shit faced, and that same person can drink hashtag Everclear all day and be fine. Yeah, don't bring beer to the club.
Know thyself.
That's right.
I mean, I could drink Captain from now until 2 weeks from now.
Right.
But red wine.
But red wine, I get fucked up. I mean, 2 glasses fucked up.
See, I knew this, but I love hearing this fact.
She's like, oh, information.
So
Got
if you ever
it.
What are
offered
you
to,
having next Wednesday?
Red
Red wine.
wine.
we may be having some very expensive red wine next Wednesday.
Nice. I love that. I love that.
We may be, and I'm not gonna give 2 fucks about it.
And isn't that amazing?
So drink responsibly.
Yes.
Moving on.
We will not be drinking responsibly
We-
next weekend.
We touched. We're gonna get there. We touched on respecting your own rules
Yes.
as a couple.
Still going.
Respect everybody else's rules.
So
Okay.
important.
So if you see somebody going up and kissing somebody else or grabbing on their boobs or touching their ass, does not give you permission to do the same thing. If you do not have a relationship, and even if you do have a relationship with that person, understand that consent is a must, like Kim said. You're going to cross over boundaries. You're going to either ruin your first impression, you're going
And
to
your last.
and your first and your last.
Well, yeah, but
Right.
it could
Right.
even
Right.
be.
Yeah.
Listen, it could even be a relationship, a friendship that is built over time, and maybe you've never gotten to that point yet.
Correct.
And then all of a sudden you're crossing boundaries that were never even talked about. You have a friendship with that person. There's a comfort level there, but not on that level.
Correct. So make
Yeah.
sure you respect other people's rules as well.
Absolutely.
Don't just assume that because one person can do something with somebody means you can walk up and do the same thing.
That is such a good point.
Especially because we're swingers. Don't expect us to be comfortable with everyone. Like, I have a closer relationship with you guys than I do with other people that we've met in groups, and I wouldn't appreciate somebody else coming up and being like, "Oh, I'm gonna kiss you," without.
Yeah. Where did you?
Yeah.
Where's
Where
the
did this
consent?
come from?
Yeah.
Well, some
How about
people,
maybe can I kiss you?
and some
Right.
people,
Where to go?
unfortunately, some people don't think when you're in big groups, and I'll use me for example. I love to kiss. I kiss a lot of people. I give gummy bears, and anybody that knows me knows that's how you're getting a gummy bear. That doesn't mean I'm going to kiss you. Absolutely doesn't mean I'm going to kiss you. Doesn't mean that the person I'm kissing is going to kiss you. Just because somebody is in that relationship with somebody else does not mean that they're automatically in that relationship with everybody there. You still have to make sure that you're on that level with that person, whether it's just a friendly peck on the cheek or whether it's, hey, here I am, tongue down your throat. You
Right.
still need to have permission to do it and make sure that that person is comfortable with it.
Yeah, you have to build within your own. You have to build your own play partners, your own relationships,
Your own circle.
your
You have
own
to build
circle.
your own circle.
Yes.
This is common sense stuff. You wouldn't just walk up to somebody on the street and start kissing them. You wouldn't just walk up to some stranger and give them a hug. You wouldn't do those things on the street. Why would you do them in a swing club? Just because it's a different environment? Yes, it is a different environment, and those things are a little bit more acceptable in that
And it can
situation.
be really fun, but all of that is happening with consent.
Correct.
It should be.
Read the situation.
And
And respect.
respect the situations
Yes.
as well. Very, very, very good points.
Yes.
And I got to stop talking for a minute, which was awesome.
You're welcome.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Respect the playrooms.
That's a good one.
If this goes for clubs, for events like hotel parties, hotel takeovers, things like that. There's certain areas
There's
that are
designated, yeah.
meant for play areas, and there's certain areas that are off limits to play areas. Respect those rules.
Absolutely.
At the same time, respect what the playrooms are. If you go into an orgy room, expect other people to come in.
Yeah, I mean, you got to
Okay.
know what you're walking into.
Expect a room with a window to be watched.
Right.
So
Well, and you know what? With something that we missed was that there's normally like a tour and things.
yeah, Did
Did you touch on that? I'm sorry.
Yes, they usually give you a tour, and they usually give you.
So they'll kind of let you know, like, okay, so
Correct.
this has a window. This has a curtain. If you want people
Correct.
to watch, keep it open. If you don't, close it.
Some of the rooms have doors on them, and you close the door, and you obviously want privacy. You leave the door wide open, and you're inviting other
That's
people
an
to come in.
invitation. And you
However-
have to know that.
Sometimes,
However-
the doors actually have a chain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you open the door, put the chain across, and that's telling people you're welcome to watch, hang out in the doorway, enjoy the view. Do not come in, though.
Even if that door is open, you should still ask.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Indeed.
I agree with that 100%.
Just because
Absolutely.
you see a door open
well, and there's
doesn't mean you walk in and see a female laying on the bed and stick your dick in her mouth.
no, of course not.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
That was an extreme.
Yeah. But still, you're
even
right.
go up and touch her leg
You're
at
right.
that point in time.
Because all clubs are different, and whereas most of them may have that rule with the door and all of that, you're right. It is still, you must ask to come in.
The
Yeah.
people playing on the bed may just want to be watched closer
Right.
than from the doorway.
Right.
So find out what you're walking into. Obviously, you're allowed in the room. The door's open, you're allowed in the room.
Right.
Asking
What?
that question will probably prompt them to say,
What?
yes, you're welcome to come in,
Welcome to touch.
Yes.
That question.
or you're welcome to come in and take a closer look.
Correct.
Yeah. Have a seat.
Seat and enjoy the show.
Right.
Those are hints that you're welcome to come in, but you're not really welcome to join.
Correct. And that goes for clubs, events, everything.
Yes.
You understand, you go to a hotel party that has a hot tub. There might be no playing in the hot tub.
Right.
Don't play in the hot tub.
Right.
There may be no playing in the pool area. Don't play in the pool area.
Yeah.
You might be able to play around the pool, but not in the pool. Cool. Play around the pool,
Yeah.
not in the pool.
Right.
First,
Follow those
yes.
simple rules. Yes.
Yeah.
We had one place that we went to, they said, anything, they kind of used the Vegas line. What happens in the hot tub stays in the hot tub for at least a week.
Right. Right.
Don't play in the hot tub.
Right, exactly. Don't play in the hot tub. It's like, just you want to go to a vanilla bar and start fingering somebody at the bar.
No.
You're not gonna go right away and start fingering somebody on the bar at a swingers club if they tell you not to do it.
Yes.
So
Probably not a good idea.
probably not a good idea because
Like
the same
punch them
thing's
in
going
the
to
face.
happen. You're going to get kicked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah, they're not going to play.
And that's not the experience that you're going there to have, right? So,
Right. So if the rules are don't play on the bar,
And you're not only ruining your experience, you're ruining someone else's too.
You're making
Right.
somebody
And that's
near you
why-
uncomfortable.
I think that's what some people don't realize, that it's not just them that their actions affect.
correct.
It affects people around them. It affects people they come with. Even if they're there by themselves, maybe someone else is there. Maybe someone else is watching them.
Right.
Maybe they're like, damn, is this what I'm supposed to expect? That's not really how you should be, how you should be presenting yourself.
You want to be comfortable. They want to be comfortable. You want to have a good time. They want to have a good time. Respect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple. I mean, it's difficult, understood, but
at
it's that.
times it probably
yes,
could be, right?
But it's that simple.
But it is that simple.
Respect.
I mean, yeah.
Is the key. The last one again comes back to respect. Play safe and clean.
Yeah.
Be prepared with condoms. Be prepared with lube. Most clubs will have it. Events may have it. Hotel parties might have it. But be prepared.
Yeah.
Boy Scouts are always prepared. Be prepared.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Be prepared. Be a good Boy Scout. She's not on anymore. She was on a little bit ago. When in doubt, wrap it up. So, yes. Just play safely. Again, it comes down to respect. I mean, it comes down to respect to yourself, to your partner, to your play partners, to everybody involved. Just
do the right thing.
yeah. I mean,
Just do the right thing.
I mean,
Yeah, at this point, it's common sense. Like,
You would hope so.
You can have incredible experiences in the lifestyle, no matter what the venue is. They're never are going to start with you disrespecting people, rules, guidelines.
the
It's
club,
never going to
the
start.
event.
Exactly.
It's not going to end well.
No.
So
and that goes with sex or not. Like, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to have like full-on penetration to have a good time.
Right.
Like, just meeting new people, it's great.
I love her.
yes. So
Look at her face.
She's awesome.
let's get back to groups a little bit.
Yeah, we wasted great.
It's,
I like groups.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what are we talking
Wait,
Yeah.
pause.
talking about groups.
That is not the signal for this.
Lifestyle groups. But before we do that, go check out our updated website at theupsidedownpineapple.net.
.net.
Visit our friends page and click on our Cassidy link. Getting there. Click on our Cassidy link. Take you and sign up for a free 90-day membership.
Everybody loves free.
We love Cassidy at this point in time.
We do.
It's such a great community aspect
Oh
that
my gosh,
we love it.
So friendly.
yeah, so we love it. You can find tons of events on there as well.
We're on there too now.
Yes, you guys are. All of you are.
Yeah.
Pretty impressed. I've only been doing this podcast once a week
Okay.
at least for how long now?
Okay.
But it's cool.
See, I'm judging.
Yeah, took you long enough.
Yeah, it took you long enough. Shimmers is on there as well. Click on their banner, take you to their website. Mention and use the keyword podcast to Bo and April, and you get a 10% discount.
Rude. Get a 10% discount.
You're talking over her.
Yeah, I'm taking her lines tonight.
Stealing her lines?
Stealing her lines tonight.
Telling April.
So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff that is on there now. You can get to all of our social media links right from the
Yeah,
website.
everything's there.
So again, theupsidedownpineapple.net.
.net.
I'll put it in the chat so everybody has it. And you can get all of our social media links on there. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We tweet.
We do
We-
not.
We
tweet.
tweet.
We tweet. We tweet now. I'm a tweeter.
You're a guru.
I'm a
You
I'm
are
a social media guru.
Guru.
I'm a social media guru. So
My, how you've grown.
I know.
So grown up.
And you're so cute.
I know.
too.
So
He's all right.
Oh, he's
if you have a lifestyle company, club, product, or service, head over to the website and shoot us a message so we can get you all the information about the podcast, about the Swing You program, which we will be teaching next weekend at Club Giggity's Hotel Takeover Party.
giggity.
We won't be podcasting live. Club Giggity's link is on there as well.
I'm so excited.
They are officially sold out.
Are they?
They are sold out.
Event's sold out. Even the sister
No.
hotel?
They do have an overflow hotel, but the main hotel is sold out. We will be podcasting live at 6:00
At
next
the pool.
Saturday from the
Yeah,
pool.
At the pool.
From the pool, we'll
Who's
give
gonna
a
be at the pool?
we'll give
We
some
are.
we'll give some play-by-play. I just got a message.
Girl, you told me.
I
you don't
just
do that.
got a message earlier.
Sorry.
I just got a message earlier that information that I have not shared with anybody at this point in time.
Rude.
But
Okay.
Are you gonna drop it now?
yes, there is another couple coming with us that can officially make it now.
Oh,
Nice.
I know.
I think I know.
They can officially make it.
Wait.
So they will be there with us.
Stop it! You have to tell us.
No, that's all the information I'm giving you.
That's just me.
Wah,
Why?
wah.
You know who they are.
I know what they
It's right there.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Very
So
cool.
they will be in attendance. So we're gonna add a couple more people. And
Sorry, that was so loud.
yeah, that was kind of loud, like into the microphone and everything.
Well, and I heard like the echo.
Like I understand that.
My pretty microphone.
I understand.
I'm so excited. Really? For both nights?
Oh, I just got a message that said they were gonna be able to make it. I don't know how many nights I didn't ask that. You know what my last couple days have been like.
Can we get some details?
I'll get details tomorrow.
Okay,
I'll
that's
fill
really
you more
fun.
in tomorrow.
Oh,
Naked podcast.
Good idea, Tom.
Ooh.
Damn it!
Okay.
It is clothing option. It is clothing optional at the pool area.
Yes.
Cool.
Oops.
Yes,
It's
it is clothing optional.
Nika.
It is clothing optional at the pool. So that is an opportunity
Okay. So
that we may
So are
explore.
you going to be Nika?
Don't know.
You just said we.
No, we said we
Let's
don't.
talk about it.
Wait, we said we don't do that.
So we are taking the podcast on the road live from Club
So
Giggity's
excited.
Hotel
It's
Bank
gonna be
party next weekend.
amazing.
Hop onto our website, like I said, click on Club Giggity's link. It'll take you right over to their webpage to get all the information on the party. You can still get tickets to the party. Just the main hotel is
The dog
sold
works
out.
on the weekends on
So-
the new job.
So come check us out. Come
Everyone
meet
should
us.
Come that can.
Yeah, we have a great lineup of guests lined up for
It's
next.
gonna be
We
so
have. We're gonna have a blast.
Yes.
Stop talking about it.
So
We're so excited.
Stop! I'm so sad.
so
And we're gonna circle back to the naked podcast thing.
we can have
Will
more.
that be the first podcast to involve orgasms? We're still waiting for coming on a podcast.
Oh.
All right, I'll be there.
I will.
Wait.
we will have a porn star on.
We will have a porn star on.
She does have a bucket list, I heard
She
too.
does have a bucket list that she's looking to cross things off of. All that information you can get to through our website.
It's one of those things that
Connected
you
to
need
Club
in the
Giggity's.
background.
Of course, he's
So-
side to side.
So I asked 400 of my closest friends a question today.
Wait, mister, I don't like people. I asked
the best,
400 of my closest friends something today.
They are friends
So-
of the pineapples, so
They
they
are.
are friends.
Yeah.
I'm Mrs.
I
Pineapple.
asked 400 of my closest friends a question today. I ask 400 of my closest friends a question every day
And they told
You
you
do,
to take a
because
shot.
we are all about the lifestyle, educating, enhancing, and encouraging the lifestyle.
The entire
We
lifestyle.
stick
Shot.
to our motto through and through.
Yes.
We are
just
not
a hook.
group specific, not just about the hookup. So I decided this morning
To do another shot.
to, well, I guess I'm doing a shot now.
Wait, why is my glass bigger
so
than everybody else?
because
It's
Nah, it's
you
a
just,
tay.
it's got the same amount in it.
Lies.
So I asked,
So we're trying to get you drunk,
Ooh,
right?
yes.
God,
Jazz is not here yet.
she's not.
We can fix
So
that.
you asked,
So-
yeah.
yeah, hazing, exactly. We're just, it's the initiation process here. Okay.
Okay, got it.
I didn't say it.
Carry on.
Dom did. So, with that being said, I asked 400 of my closest friends today.
A lot of them answered, Joe.
Nisi, thanks for telling all your friends about the Upside Down Pineapple.
We love you.
Bye,
Niecy.
Niecy.
So I asked 400 of them, my closest friends. I knew what tonight's topic was going to be about. I knew what it was going to be about.
Steve, can you tell us?
No.
I knew what it was going to be about. So,
Yeah, but he didn't say when he knew it was going to be about.
no, because actually yesterday it was about something completely different.
It was. I even had this whole list in my head of things I was going to talk about.
Hold up.
I didn't
Hold up. Hold up.
You're in so much trouble.
Hold up.
So yesterday,
Oh, that was nice.
Okay.
so yesterday,
Thank you.
she asked me if she could come over to the podcast.
I
said
didn't know
absolutely.
until like 2 o'clock.
We're okay with that yesterday.
So,
Yes, it doesn't excite
so she asked me what it was about. I gave her an answer.
It changed.
It completely changed.
She came here so excited.
She was so
said, I
excited.
have all these ideas.
I did.
Oh my God, she went.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh.
Has no one
he's
figured-
the mean one.
welcome to our world. We know.
Has
So-
no
I
one
should've
figured
known.
You know
out
what, though? You know
why?
what?
have
It
known.
will be a podcast at some
episode.
point.
Correct. And I
I'm
did.
sure it'll be the podcast at the one I'm not going to be at.
Yay.
No, I'll make sure you're there.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you're there.
I thought you
Okay.
were kind of
I
loyal
always-
to these Wednesday nights now.
I always
I'm
have.
not saying that's what we heard.
I always have 2 podcasts ready.
Oh, it's good.
I'm not saying I have 2 podcasts outlined. I have 2 podcasts ready.
I mean,
your
consider
head.
we moved the location of the podcast 5 minutes.
5
before
minutes
those-
before because it's been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
So I asked 400 of my closest friends a question this morning.
Uh-huh.
What I asked were, again, even our Facebook group is about conversation.
Our
Yeah.
Facebook group
So-
is the bomb. By the way,
So I asked, what questions do you ask the groups that you're looking to join? What expectations do you have from the lifestyle group owners of those groups or the event organizers? And how do you expect them to answer your comments, your concerns, or your questions? In what manner? So let me just read you a few here. Well, I'll skip mine because I'll get to them in a minute. So obviously some people want to know if they match their socks. We'll skip over that one.
Shout out.
you got that one too.
One of the big ones that was brought up was, how do they keep creepers, assholes, and abusers out of the group? So it's a great question to ask for comfort level going in.
Yes.
It's a great question.
It's a concern,
And-
right? So
It's a constant challenge.
yeah.
It is.
There's always new people coming in.
Right. And I'm reading these to give everybody ideas of what they should be asking
It's
their groups they're in. And look, if a group owner, if an event organizer won't answer these questions,
you
there-
don't want to. Yeah.
there's something going on.
Yeah.
So that's a decision you need to make if you want to stay involved or not. Another one was, who makes the decisions when things happen for the wrong? So if an incident happens that makes 90% of the group uncomfortable, or 50% of the group uncomfortable, and it's brought to the owner's attention,
How?
who makes those decisions on how to handle that going forward? Is it a dictatorship?
Right.
Is it the one person makes the decisions, or is it a combined effort of a trusted group from the group owner?
Right.
Here's my issue with dictatorships. Most of the time, they're going to make decisions that benefit them, no matter the
On
situation.
personal feelings.
On personal feelings, on playtime benefits,
Could be.
Personal feelings.
on play partners,
It could be.
on money in their pocket.
Personal feelings.
Correct. So,
I'm not going to be objective to the group's needs.
okay,
versus
personal feelings.
Personal feelings.
Or they could not, and it's always better.
Well, I mean,
You
yeah.
said
It's always better to have there be you're bouncing something off someone else because
Because then you're
then
not
you
biased.
have the group's best interest in mind. It
Right.
not just about personal feelings. Yes.
That's saying.
Bingo. Personal feelings.
Let me have my own 2 cents when I got it, okay? Personal feelings.
Well, and
No-
let's be real.
Call
I
a group
I
for
don't
a
always
reason.
make the right decision every single time in every single situation.
Exactly.
So it should be
Me
committee run.
either.
Absolutely. It should.
You're not a good decision maker? Oh, no. What? It's okay.
We all know
Oh, Becca, we love you.
Thank you.
She's made a lot of good decisions.
I mean, typically,
that. Another one that was brought up was how the person is treated by the group owner, the event organizer, or the people associated with them helping with the group or helping with the event. Are you greeted by them?
Oh.
Are you welcomed by them?
Are you giving gummy
you
bears?
giving
by
Are
the-
you getting right? First of
nobody
all,
does that but our
that
group.
shit's getting patented.
Yes.
All right,
Can't
We
put this
need-
on
I might-
Pineapple gummies made.
I might get pissed off about other shit
No
that
idea.
gets stolen from me, if the fucking gummy bear idea gets stolen, shit's gonna roll downhill.
That's true.
Fast.
That's it.
That shit's trademark.
Nobody got that. That was a limited edition, like me.
Limited edition. Like that.
Yes, girl.
Yes, girl.
So another big question was, where does my money go? Obviously, everybody knows in the lifestyle, stuff costs money.
Yes.
You're gonna need
Much as we love free, it's not.
right.
It's
But if you go over to our website and click on the Cassidy link, you get 90-day free membership.
Everybody
That's
loves free. It's
So-
almost as good as the dollar table.
Not a good
Just saying.
segue.
All right, we'll try again.
Very
It's
excited when I-
better than the dollar table because it's free.
I don't know. I've seen
Right.
a dollar table.
Dollar table's good.
So where does my money go? What am I
If you're being charged.
if there's being charged?
Yeah.
And look, everything costs money. Clubs cost money. Most events, bigger events,
House parties cost money.
house parties
Facts.
cost money.
Facts.
And it depends on the group and the event, what the cost is if you're charged, things like that.
Yeah.
So where does my money go?
Right.
Here's where that becomes an issue.
Well,
When
that's
people
a big
don't-
segue.
Feel they're getting their money's worth. You pay for what you think is going to be there. Next thing you know, they fucking run out of food.
Hey, when that happens, that never happens at our event.
No, it does not.
Because we make so much.
Hence, house parties
No.
cost money.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, whether it's running out of food or it depends on what you're paying, right? It
Well,
depends
it
on what you're.
Depends
you
on-
think is going to be there.
Right.
It
Depends
what
on if you're
telling
told
people.
that there's going to be food for the night, you don't need to buy your food.
There's going to be a DJ, but you got Pandora on the
Right.
Outbox.
You're playing your Pandora through a
Yeah.
wireless Bluetooth speaker,
There's going to be mixers
which
there.
you can purchase on our Facebook page. But
Nice.
Just saying.
you're told there's going to be a photographer there for free pictures.
Yeah.
You get there, and the photographer's charging $30 a picture. Well, what did you just pay for?
Yeah, don't
Right.
false advertise.
You
Told mixers are available. You get there,
there's no mixer.
there's 3 2-liters of Diet.
Correct. Right.
Mixers
So-
are available to the first 5 people.
And every group runs differently. Some groups don't charge. Some groups
Every group does
do,
run
depending on
different.
the event. I
Correct.
think it's awesome to
Which is-
ask. Yeah, ask what you're paying for.
Which
Yeah.
is why being part of multiple groups is a good thing.
Oh, man. Well,
So-
it's empty.
Join as many groups as you possibly can. It doesn't.
It's okay. There's extras.
It's not going to cost you to join a group on Facebook.
No, I mean that's free. Yeah.
It's right. It's not going to cost you to join a group on MeWe now.
No?
It's free.
Ooh, now
So
big girl does.
figure out what it is.
Now we'll find Jazz we'll find if Jazz is in YouTube.
Now look,
Oh, come on.
if you're
It does not have nipples
a group
in
owner
there.
and you're charging $50 an event
Facts.
and you're giving your event $40 worth of stuff and you're putting $10 in your pocket, if everybody's happy, great.
And you get to choose as the patron if you want to do that,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
So if you want to go and you
Well,
want,
let's just be upfront about things.
There's a lot of shit that goes into putting on an event,
A
Okay.
successful event.
a successful
A
event.
fun
Okay.
event. An event that people want to come to, want to bring their friends to, and want to come back to would be the
Next one.
important thing.
A lot of them came back to being welcomed by especially your first time. I touched on this last podcast,
yeah,
making newbies feel welcome.
it's very.
If you find that a event host or event group owner is only talking to certain people because that's who they're looking to play with,
Yeah.
you better start throwing questions in your head as to why they're holding events.
Right.
What are you getting out of that event? Because they're not even welcoming you to the event.
Right.
And I threw out the challenge to
Especially
all
if you
group
don't
owners.
know anyone, right? Like,
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's tough walking up into even a room full of swingers, and you're walking in with your partner, and you're like, Okay.
It's overwhelming.
Now what?
We've talked about that so often, how overwhelming
And
it
that's
is.
a lot.
It's extremely overwhelming.
Having people that, you know, that run the group, that welcome you, that make you feel
Just say
comfortable.
hi. Introduce them
Until you
around.
can, meet
You
some
know,
people.
it doesn't take but a minute to smile at somebody and say hello.
Right.
Doesn't mean, oh, hey, we're gonna play later. Chances are you're not. But you can still be nice to them.
Yeah.
Another one that was thrown out a bunch was, let me find it here because it was
Comfort
worded
level
very
is
well.
Huge in the answers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you go to them with a
You go to
Question.
them with a problem or
a question or a problem, how is it received?
Yeah.
Look, if you're gonna take every question or concern personally,
As an owner, you
as a
mean?
group owner,
Yeah,
as an
that's a
event
problem.
organizer, somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, have you ever thought of doing this?" They're not telling you did it bad.
You have to be open to criticism if you're running a group. Yeah.
Well, it runs with
Yeah.
the
Or new
lifestyle
ideas,
thing.
even.
Be
Not even
open-minded,
necessarily
period.
criticism, but
Not-
even new ideas.
New ideas.
Even just that.
Right. Obviously, the person coming to is taking an interest in your group or your event
Right.
because they want to help you. They want to come back.
Just
Right.
because you run a group doesn't mean that we're always right.
No. I
mean, some people
throw even those that are always right and have perfect hair like myself still
Perfect.
bounce ideas
And so too.
off
you.
of multiple people at multiple times.
Oh, yes.
All the time.
And members of the group. I mean, he's
Yes.
constantly
And-
putting stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely
I'm not-
do.
It's not about me.
But we
Right.
love to get our feedback from
Right.
our group and make sure that our group is happy.
Yeah.
I actually challenged
Happy and
everybody.
safe.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yes.
safe.
Two very
That's
Yes.
important.
That is two very important things.
That was another one that I was saving to last.
So that was
No.
not a good segue, or
No, that was
it
a very good
That was a good
segue.
segue.
No, that was a good segue. I'll get to it now.
Okay.
I'll get to it now.
I mean, since he told you a bullshit about what the podcast was about, you know.
Yeah, I
So-
deserve this.
God forbid something inappropriate happens at your hotel party, at your club, at your meet and greet.
It could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere.
Mhm.
If there is even the word of inappropriate behavior to the level of criminal behavior, how is it handled? One, it should never get to that point.
No.
Never.
Okay? It should never get to that point. And if it ever gets to that point, it's time to look in the mirror at the fucking group. It's time to look at the mirror at the fucking event because it's not being run appropriately.
Right.
Okay?
And also, obviously, time to look at some of the group members.
Yes.
Correct.
Right.
Agreed.
Just because you have a large group of members, just because you have a large group of members, does not mean that you have a good group. Just say you have a group. I talk to any group owners and they say, well, I have 974 members. Doesn't mean your group's a good group.
And how many of them do you know?
How many of them participate in events?
How many? Yeah. How many of you taken a moment to talk to? Say hello. Introduce yourself. Tell them the dynamics of the group.
If your
Well, how
group's
many
that
of them
large,
feel
there better be
safe?
more than one person running it.
Correct.
That's for darn sure.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Correct. There better be security. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you're hiring security, great. Security is being paid to be security. They're not being paid to play. So if you're hiring security, make sure your security is securing the fucking party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? You're not, where does security go? Don't hire your friends that are part of your group to run security if you're hiring security. Now, look, as a group owner, somebody who runs 3 to 4 events a month,
Yeah.
I don't hire security. But I also know I have 10 people minimum
Yeah.
Minimum.
that have constantly have an eye on it and are going to jump in a situation and have the okay to jump in a situation as soon as it happens.
Yeah.
You also have a group of less than 100 people that
Correct.
you know and have vetted.
Just people that we know.
Exactly.
Not even
Correct.
the size of the group, because our group has grown substantially.
Well, yes, absolutely, but
just our trustworthy people and just our people that we know at
I
any
figured-
moment we could say, hey, please look at so and so. Hey, please check on so and so. This just doesn't look right. So you got my back for a moment. And it doesn't even have to be something that serious. Maybe somebody just looks uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's standing by themselves in a corner and you just need somebody to go over and say hi because
Right.
they look lost at the moment. That's the important thing. Just say hi. I know as females in the group, guys are easier. Guys grab a guy, they go play pool, they grab a beer, whatever. Females in the group are not as easy as that. We'll grab another female, maybe, if we're comfortable with that female.
Right.
But if we're not and we don't know anybody, that's a problem. So,
yeah.
so that's a big plus.
From the other end of that, if you're approached by somebody in the group, if you're approached by security and they tell you, hey, your wife's really drunk, you better pay attention to her. Hey, you should do something and look around and pay attention to things. If you don't believe it, go find the group owner.
Go find your other.
Well, yes, find your other and then talk to the group owner. Find out if there's a problem. Find out if there's things that have happened that you should be aware of and handle it.
There's things that need to be taken seriously, whether you're a group owner or you're a member, and there should be action taken.
Correct. But
And there's responsibilities that you have to take to when you go to these things, whether you be a owner or whether you be a guest or whether you be a member of the group. You're there as a couple. You're there as a couple. You're not a one person anymore. You need to be responsible for each other for everybody's sake, not just for your own.
right, exactly.
Absolutely true. Absolutely 100% true. And if somebody brings something to your attention and says, hey,
Take it
I think you should go
seriously.
check out your partner,
Take it
you
seriously.
need to take that seriously.
Maybe they're just trying to go home. Maybe they just need a drink of water.
Or maybe there was a small incident that somebody took the wrong way.
Exactly.
And you can have a discussion,
Yeah,
work it out, and move forward.
Exactly.
It
Which
can
is
be
why
100 different things.
Some things are not serious, but maybe somebody else took it serious.
That's
Right.
correct.
It's just a matter
And
of
anyone
of
that
your
is
approach to
uncomfortable, there should be a reaction there.
things. Exactly.
As
So-
soon as someone says I'm uncomfortable,
Yeah.
that should be acted
100%.
on. And there should be, I know for our group owners, there's a full-blown investigation
Yeah.
into things.
Exactly.
Somebody comes to
Absolutely.
Phil and says something about something, he spends the next 2 days talking to other members, talking to people that were there, talking to that person, talking to the person that they are having a problem with. There is a full-blown, let me get the information that I need,
Right.
and let's
Don't take
figure this
assumptions.
out.
Exactly. Let's figure it out.
Yeah,
And you
that's
have to
why
be-
I'm a member of this group.
and me too.
Yes.
You
We're
love
happy
our
to have
group.
you. Both of you.
Absolutely.
But you have to be
Wait, pause.
as a
Wait,
group,
who runs this fucking tribe?
as an event owner,
Thank you.
as an event organizer, as a group owner, you need to be open to being able to have those discussions.
Yeah.
You have to open to being wrong.
Yes.
You have to open. I said open to being wrong. I didn't say being wrong.
I'm sorry.
You have to be approachable.
You have to understand that if you want to keep your event going, if you want to keep your group going, you're going
And
to
growing.
have to adapt.
Yeah.
You're going to have to change. You can't get stuck in the same routine over and over and over again,
No.
throwing the same event over and over again. The lifestyle is constantly changing.
Yeah.
Your group, your event, it's gotta change a little bit.
There's so many segues to that.
So another
You need new
question-
games, you need all kinds of new stuff all the
Right.
time.
Another question that was brought up was how many times do your events change or get canceled? Look,
We never cancel it.
be honest with the people.
Yeah.
Be honest with the people asking your questions.
Yeah.
Don't make excuses. take accountability and hold your event organizers, hold your group owners accountable.
Exactly.
Look, if something changes, call my ass out and be like, what the fuck happened?
And we understand.
I'm not going to sit there for 3 days and come up with my own stories in my own head before I come back out into the public after something happens.
Right.
I'm going to be upfront with you. Any group owner should be.
Yes.
If something got canceled, it got canceled. There's a reason it got canceled.
Yeah,
If you fucked up, you fucked up.
Well,
even
not that. Life happens.
Right.
I understand life happens.
Mm-hmm.
Kids happen. Life happens. Work happens. Things happen.
Money happens. Whatever it is.
Yeah, and whatever it is. But the thing with that is it's a group for a reason. It's not one person. Let the responsibility fall. Explain what happened and go from there. Don't bullshit your way through things and just expect people to be okay with it continuously. Because, as a group leader, you're responsible too for so many other people. The people that are on your admins, the people that are members that trust you. Because, at the end of the day, your members trust you.
Yeah.
Right.
And they should be able to. They should be able to message you. They should be able to say, I was at the event and I just got a question. And you should be on that. If you're at work, okay, shoot them a message. Hey, I'm at work. I'll message you when I get done.
Yeah.
They're on that. At least acknowledge it.
Life
Whatever the
happens.
question
Life
may be.
happens. If something happens and you can't get back to them for a couple of days, be like, look, there's shit going on right now.
Yeah.
Give me a couple of days. I got to take care of some personal things
Yeah.
with real life.
Just
Then
nuts.
get back to them. So there's a lot that goes into.
He is a drunk guy.
There's a ton that goes into groups, events,
True story.
I know.
on both sides of things.
Oh my gosh. It takes
As an
so
owner
much. Yeah.
and as a
Absolutely.
member attending these events. So as an attendee attending these events, be respectful.
Yeah.
Okay? Be respectful of the event itself.
There's so much in
And
that.
and it goes back to what we were talking about with the club. If there's rules,
Okay.
follow the rules. If there's other people around, respect the other people.
So much.
So what I did today is last week I challenged groups to find a way to welcome newbies. So today I completely turned it around and I challenged all group members to ask their event organizers, I asked their group leaders a question. Just ask them a question about the group. Something you've wanted to ask them, something that you've been holding off asking them.
Just about anything.
About anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Just ask a question.
Ask a question. Just ask a question and see what happens. You may not have talked to the group leader in a long time. It's a way to start talking to them.
Right.
It's a way to learn more about the group and what direction the group's going, what's planned for the group. I mean, somebody messages me or Kim, we can give them a list of things that we are working on for the future.
Yeah.
So there should be something in the works to give you a heads up, like, okay, you might not be able to go to the next couple of events, but what's it looking like down the line?
Right.
Or have you ever thought of doing this? Or have you ever thought of doing that? Ask whatever it is. If an event got canceled, ask them why the event got canceled.
Yeah. What
If
happened?
something was changed in an event that you were at, ask them why it was changed. So that was my challenge for this week. So before we start to take calls, if anybody wants to call in, feel free to get keyed up here in a second. Time to announce the social media winner for this week.
I know.
So we ran the contest starting last Wednesday.
That's Wednesday.
We ran it till this Wednesday, and we're going to run it again for another week. Everybody that has been already submitted will count again and can win again.
Now with the same picture.
No, with the same picture. The same picture will carry over
Yes.
if they want, or they can add another picture in. If they've come up with a better idea, they can do that if they want to. But we're going to extend it for another week for another prize. And the winner of this week's social media challenge is
J Hill.
Woo! That picture was great.
She was fabulous.
Wait, where is it?
Good job, Jay. It was in
It's on
group
Facebook.
today.
It's on
It was
Facebook.
also on Facebook.
It's on
but-
Facebook.
Yeah,
I got serious issues.
Oh.
So Jay is the winner of this
It was a
week's
great
social media.
picture.
It was a great picture. But like I said, a lot of people messaged me today and they're like, "Shit, it's already Wednesday."
I know.
Fuck.
Where'd it go?
Life happened. Understood. But I'm not going to extend it without actually congratulating and awarding
No, I think
the
that's
winner.
very fair.
We
Yeah.
will extend another one, another week.
Hold on a second. Are you saying that she could potentially win again
Next week.
week with the same picture?
With the same
even?
picture.
I disagree with this decision.
With the same picture.
Ooh, that's interesting.
With the same picture. But she can also
Doesn't matter. I don't run this shit.
add another picture if she wishes to.
Ah.
So
More pictures, Jay. More pictures.
That's totally up to her. So with that being said, if anybody wants to call in before we get to the end here, we'll make sure that everybody goes over to the website at theupsidedownpineapple.net
Not
and checks out all the new things.
Not trying to impersonate.
Yeah, Kim walked away for a minute here. It didn't work. It worked horribly.
It was
It
terrible.
worked
I
horribly.
jumped in. I should have just let you take
Not
it.
so-
It worked horribly. And feel
I don't
free
make a very good girl.
to shoot us a message through there. Click on all the social media links. Click on all of our friends' banners on the website. It'll take you right to Cassidy. It'll take you right to Shimmers. It'll take you right to Club Giggity. All of them are on there. Our IT guy is working tirelessly.
He's doing so great too.
I'm literally waking up in the morning the last couple days because I've crashed at night. The
I'm
last
so glad.
2 nights, I didn't crash for long, but I've crashed early the last 2 nights. And Jay said they will definitely have a new picture.
Ah.
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Where's it at? I need a calendar here. I'm going to change this up a little
You
bit.
have a calendar?
I do. I got 2 calendars.
Kim's back.
Why? Who gave you a calendar?
I think you gave him
Give me
three.
your
I
glasses.
did.
So today
What?
is
Oh,
Oh,
February 19th. Okay.
Today's February 19th.
today's
You're
February.
going to remember this day for a long time.
Oh.
But today's February 19th. We'll podcast again next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to podcast on the 29th
We are.
live from Club Giggity's hotel party.
Huh, giggity?
wow.
So what I'm going to do, because I have ideas.
I have
no.
ideas.
I have
Oh,
ideas.
no.
I have ideas to set the bars high. Okay.
Like bars? Oh, no.
Not
I
the
have
bars,
ideas
Tim.
to set the
Nice.
bar high for the winner. So this contest is going to run from now until March 4th. March 4th, the podcast Wednesday, March 4th, we will announce the next winner.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Please
Maybe.
expect,
March 4th.
some very high quality submissions coming in.
Bye.
Would the hotel takeover be considered a public space?
That is a public. No, that is a public space. No,
Okay.
we can do photos with pineapples.
Yes. we
So
can.
expect some high quality photos and some very, very tough to beat photos.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to win? Because we're admins and all. You know?
You told
No.
First of all, you're Mrs. Pineapple.
I'm just saying.
You're not
No.
an admin.
But
Oh yeah.
your picture's on the website. You want me to show you? So March 4th, 2 weeks from today. That's when the social media contest is going to end, and we'll switch it up at that point in time.
Oh,
But-
you ready, girl?
The best photo
You want more vodka?
with a
Oh.
real pineapple
Real pineapple. Upside down.
upside down in a
Upside
public
down.
place. All submitted pictures that have already been submitted count towards this new contest as well, or you can submit new pictures as well.
Oh, and while you were
Jay Hill,
gone,
that wasn't my decision because I would have had you look at you.
College said they're going to have new
Yeah,
pictures.
they
College
said
said they're
they're
going
Good job. Good job.
to. So, there's the new ones. We will post that on Facebook tomorrow and all the other social media sites, which you can get through the website at the upsidedownpineapple.net. If anybody wants to call in, Matt's pouring shots, and now would be a good time to call in before we start to wrap this up. But we always like interaction.
Yeah.
Oh, shocker, we got an interaction coming in here.
Oh, you're with the phone call.
Welcome, Dom.
What's up, folks?
Are you there? There we go.
Can you hear me?
I got you. Yep.
All right. How's everybody doing?
What's happening, Dom?
Oh, another day in paradise.
Hi, Tom. Can you hear us?
Hi, Becca. Can you hear me?
Oh, Becca gets a hi. I said hi, Dom. I didn't get a hi.
Hi, Matt.
We got Jay saying hi.
Hi, Jay.
We got somebody saying you got a sexy cowboy voice going on.
Oh my God.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but we're not saying it, so. That same don't mean mattering. So.
What's a good zone to be in?
Number.
So what's going on tonight, Dom?
Oh, just trying to put my 2 cents into everything like I always
I
do.
We love your 2 cents.
Add your 2 cents. We're waiting for your 2 cents.
We're going to do shots so you can speak, Dom.
So,
Excuse me. When you're looking at groups, I've always seemed to find that you can almost pretty quickly tell in the group chats by the type of chats that are going on whether or not you're going to be in some sort of, at least the initial look that it'll be a decent group, or hell no, run for your life.
right.
When you got groups where everybody's going to sit there and have the conversations where it's constantly like a gossip column, you want to stay away from that. You definitely want to stay away from that, because that's one, you got the whole kissing and telling thing that you got to worry about. It's like we said, we all got real lives. You don't know what information is going to get put out in public.
Absolutely.
Who's just not going to respect the boundaries. But when I look at groups, I want to be part of the group where I can have a real life social interaction that doesn't necessarily have to be about play or lifestyle. I want to be able to invite folks over to my home on a Sunday and have a barbecue and hang out, chit chat, play poker, drink Everclear, eat meat. There's
Absolutely. We're in.
Hashtag poker chip.
yeah, there's no expectation of anything beyond a solid friendship.
Right.
And the best encounters I've found, personally, me, have come from those relationships versus the hot and heavy in the moment. You've met somebody at a club, oh, let's go have sex. That's pretty rare in my experience. I'm sure other people have had different experiences and that works for them. But that's what this is about. It's not follow our tips to come to our group. It's have an air of responsibility around yourself so that you can fall into the group that best fits you and it's
Correct.
Comfortable. You don't want to force yourself into a situation or into a group. You want to be you. And if you can't be you without condemnation or judgment or feeling like you're getting played, then it's not for you and you shouldn't stay in that situation.
Correct.
You shouldn't have to force it. I feel like when you find the right group, it's going to be easy.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be some work, just like with everything, but it's not going to be you having to change a whole lot of things about yourself to be who it is that you want to be. That's the difference between life goals. You might want to change some stuff about yourself, but that's you. You don't force that on everybody else. As far as events, it takes a lot to host an event. A lot. The resources are stretched thin, the time, the energy, and you've got people that are doing this, if you think about it, like a volunteer basis, because they want everybody to have fun, but it's not their job. I mean, I'm sure there's some party planners out there that do it for their job too, but that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm not a party planner.
You know,
the,
I was putting in a favor patio today.
the respect that carries both ways from the host to the attendee and from the attendee to the host means a lot. The host is busy introducing people, making sure everybody's got what they need. Everything's in order, everybody's safe. And for the attendees, respect the environment. Make sure that you're taking care of other people's property. Make sure that you're respecting their home, their club, their hotel, whatever the case may be. And a thank you goes a long way. And there's some people that do have to ask for help financially or for help with time or a small workforce to set things up, and there's other people that don't have to. But if you're doing it to make money out of the deal, then the goals were all wrong. And that's usually where you're going to come into the problems again with choosing the right group.
Absolutely. And which is why it's not a bad thing to be a part of multiple groups.
Yeah.
Right.
That was
I've said that 100 times before. You get something different from every group that you're in.
Exactly.
And it's all based off of those personal connections that you've built. Now, I'll tell you firsthand, there's not a group that I'm a member of that I can't trust the owners to take something in hand. If something goes wrong, I can come to them about anything. They'll deal with it. They'll handle it. Even if I need to be put in check, somebody will put me in check. Say, hey, maybe you need to stop and think about this. And I appreciate that personally from the leaders of that group because they may have information that I don't. I'm just seeing one perspective.
Right.
Plain and simple, shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one of us that's listening that's ever had a perfect stretch, that's never had anything bad go wrong. Sometimes, the car runs out of gas. Sometimes the money runs out and the check doesn't come in time. Sometimes you've had a bad day at work. Somebody else has had a bad day at work. A miscommunication occurs. Shit happens. You can't say, oh my God, something bad has happened. This is a horrible group, blah, blah, blah. It may not be. You don't take it on the first instance and say, wipe the slate. You know what I mean? You gotta give people a chance. And that's what you gotta look for. You gotta look for how that stuff evolves. And a lot of people, a lot of times, will take the opportunity to learn from those, especially group admins, to say, hey, this incident happened. It's never happened before, or it happens rarely. Is there anything I could take away from it this time? And you'll see changes. If you pay attention, you'll see the admins a couple days later, a week later. Hey, everybody knows there was recently a something going on, but from now on, we're going to do things this way. Or we're going to include this, or take away that. Try to change the environment for the better for everybody as a group, not necessarily for one individual.
Exactly. And
go ahead.
Each individual has to also be accountable for their actions at events, in chat, and understand that it's not just about them as well.
Right. And that's where I was going in when I was getting ready to talk about clubs.
Yes.
I could say it about clubs, but it's really wholeheartedly about everything. Take responsibility. Take personal responsibility. The way you approach people, your actions, your language, your appearance, your hygiene, everything. It's all about a personal responsibility. And there's places, if you got your own little kink for acting a certain way or doing a certain thing, that's cool, as long as you're in that environment for those people.
Right. Find that club, find that group, find that spot.
Right.
Find your tribe.
If you're not in that environment, you don't do it in that environment. You got to respect. A lot of, even the clubs. I mean, there's so much effort and energy that goes into organizing the parties, getting everything clean, the playrooms. You've got the sheets, the condoms, the lubes, the setup, the paint, maintenance, facilities, security.
Well, even the advertising leading up to the event, even the banners, the social media banners, the suppliers. It's time. It's time.
There's a crazy amount of effort that goes into it to make it as best as possible for as many of the people as possible. And it's extremely rare that, people come out and they're like, oh my God, this party sucked. This event wasn't great. Go for what it is and enjoy it. And if you have suggestions, bring them up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then as far as responsibility too, we're talking about how we approach other people. But me personally, now this is a personal opinion and it may not be popular, but I hope it gets more popular. If you see something going wrong, bring it to somebody's attention. Don't just let it happen.
Agreed.
If you've got a gut check moment that says, "Oh man, that doesn't look right," they may or may not be into it. There may or may not be consent. There may be other dynamics at play that you don't know about. But if you see it and you've got a gut check moment, go talk to somebody that you know and say, "Hey, I'm seeing this. What's going on?" And they might be able to say, "Oh, well, that's so and so, and they're into blah blah blah. So that may be a little normal for them, but I'll go check on them and make sure everything's cool."
Right.
Don't just stand by and let some dumb stuff happen.
Right.
Because
Absolutely.
then, the next day regrets are a bitch, and everybody knows that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Especially they may act that way to an extent, but then they're overly drunk, and it's taken to a whole new level, and it's crossed that line.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking earlier about, checking in with your partner. For those of you that know me, I'm always looking for Willow. Like, if she's not in sight, I'm looking for her. I don't just, like, let her roam around or we go roam around and we don't not check with each other.
Right.
Not saying that on a level like she's got to be hunted for, because that's not what I mean. I'm like,
No, but she's your partner, and that's your responsibility.
Right. So I have to be. I know a mindset where I have to be seeking her out, and she does the same. We have a set communication with each other where every so often we check in with each other regardless. Hey, have you had enough to drink? Do you think you can have another drink? How are you feeling? What's the mood like? Just checking in and getting a gauge for your own partner before trying to do or include yourself in other activities that may or may not bring about that next day regret.
Right.
It's another form of responsibility.
Right. And it comes back to accountability, like you were saying. Take accountability for your partner. So your partner.
But it's not even accountability.
No.
That's your partner.
Correct. Right.
It's nobody else's responsibility to care for my partner.
Right.
That's my responsibility.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
So,
that's all I have to say about
that. That goes for any event, any club, any. Yeah. Are they okay? Are they eating? Are they drinking? It doesn't even have to be. Are they too drunk? Have they ate?
Are they okay?
Are they okay?
When was the last time that I checked in with them?
Right.
Yeah. And just period. Just, are you okay?
Right.
Are you good?
Right. And if you're in a club situation where you can't have a full-fledged conversation or you're around other people, going into it, have a code word.
Right.
Or have a code statement or something like that. And it can be something stupid.
Right. Well, we're talking about this in a sense of a quote-unquote as a warning. But it could be still just as simple as checking in with your partner to say, hey, I noticed you were walking around with the club. Have you seen anything that caught your fancy?
Right.
Anything that interests you? Anybody that you'd like to talk to?
100%.
Right.
It's a group experience between you and your partner. It's not just for one person.
Right, exactly. And as soon as you lose that focus of us and it becomes you, it turns into a problem. When you go as us.
Right.
Yep.
When you go as us.
And that's how the fight started.
Right. You go as us, Matt, you leave as us. Right.
That's right.
Why call me out?
Becca said earlier. Yes.
Hey, do you mean I'm not going to find the key party?
What was that?
Do you mean I'm not going to find the key party?
Yeah, you're not going to find a key party here. But if you need one, if you're looking for a key party, Dom, you could shoot us a message at the upsidedownpineapple.net, and we'll be glad to find you one if you're looking for one.
Well, I might just have to add some special requests then.
Hey, Tom, we didn't say we were going to create one. We said we would find
You one. I will make something of.
Know your audience, damn it.
Yes.
Well, and in fairness, I didn't request that you create one.
Correct.
You said you would have requests.
Yes.
I bring my own party.
In a bag.
In a bag.
With wheels.
So, in a rolling suitcase.
Yes.
Very
Correct.
exciting suitcase, though.
Yeah, that's funny.
I've seen that suitcase.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen
You haven't seen
But that's all I had. I appreciate the chance
We
to
appreciate it as always.
hear some feedback, and
Yes, we appreciate it as always.
Jesus
And we will talk to you
God.
soon.
Bye, Dom.
Bye.
bye.
Bye, Dom.
Bye, Matt.
Bye, Dom.
So yeah. So if you have any questions about tonight's podcast, if you have any questions, you'll be able to find a recap of this podcast. You can listen to it again on the website.
Yep.
The Upsidedown
.net.
But we also started a recap blog, which I will have up.
A recap?
Yes, by tomorrow night, where you can kind of get an outlined overview of what we touched on the podcast.
Where do we find that recap?
On the website at the upsidedownpineapple.net. You can go to the blog section. We have a couple different blogs set up for you that you can take a look at
Jealous for a second.
as resources, as topics for reading. They're not long. It's a quick 5-minute thing just to get you thinking. We're literally always about having conversations about the lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just something quick, easy, just to kind of pick your brain or put something into your brain. Again, we're not the end all be all.
No, yeah.
No, at all.
We bring in people from all over to add their opinions because we're not just one event specific. We're not just one group specific. Correct. We're not just one club specific. We run the gamut. We're about the entire lifestyle. So check out the website. You're going to find a lot of different resources being added, but the blogs are already starting to be put up on there. All of our links to our affiliates and friends are on there. Click on the Cassidy banner on our website, and you'll take you to sign up for a free 90-day membership.
Everybody loves free.
Check out Shimmers. Put in podcast as the keyword, or tell Bo and April that the Upside Down Pineapple sent you, and you get a
10% discount at Shimmer.
and their stuff is
Amazing.
You like Shimmers.
I love Shimmers. April is fabulous.
even though the hotel's currently sold out for the Club Giggity takeover, you could still get
a ticket.
you
to
could
the
still
party.
get party
Still
tickets.
come to the party with
You
us.
could still get party tickets, and their link is right on our website as
'Cause
well.
where are we going to be partying at?
The pool.
The pool.
We're gonna podcast and teach swing you. Why do
We're
you?
gonna be partying at the pool. We're
Partying at the pool naked, Tom said. So we have awesome guests lined up for that.
Becca's gonna be partying at the pool naked.
Remember the challenge.
Becca's gonna be there naked.
Remember the challenge we threw out.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember the challenge we threw out. Ask your group owners or your event organizers a question. Ask them a question.
Can we ask you a question?
I'd like to ask
Must
you
be
a
time to
question.
wrap up.
Well, Dad wants to ask you.
So with that being said,
We have a guest star. Dad is here.
We gotta run.
we're not playing 20 questions with the guests right now.
Yeah.
We will do that one night.
We will do that one night. Yes, we
Okay,
will
yeah.
do that one night. And if you have a
I don't know if it's
lifestyle
gonna be
club
asking Phil a question.
product or service, hit us up on the website
Here it comes.
to learn all about the
What's our website?
upsidedownpineapple.net
Net.
to learn all about the podcast,
It's a very long week.
enhancing your events. A very long week. It's been a very long podcast. That was right.
It's supposed to be a quickie.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
What, did
It
you
was
have
fabulous.
question that
You
at
know
all?
what? As it was coming out of my mouth, I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, well, did you realize what you just said?
That's why the podcasts don't get planned
Did
thoroughly
you-
in advance.
did
because
you not
gotta go with the
Listen
flow.
to my original introduction we had earlier.
No, say no.
I'm good at pleasing a female.
Oh,
And you want to
okay.
question if I'm good or not. That was my introduction earlier, was it not?
You can say 13,
That was
13.
that was my introduction earlier, correct?
She's talking about
So
yes.
Yes.
at the Upside Down Pineapple,
We've heard that. Oh, no.
we are all about educating, encouraging, and enhancing the entire lifestyle experience, not just the hookup.
Not just the hookup.
So remember, social media challenge 2 weeks from today, March 4th, Upside Down Pineapple, real Upside Down Pineapple in a public place.
In a public place.
Pictures already posted. Count towards the new contest as well.
Yes.
Not really.
Jay Hill, congratulations.
Jay Hill,
Contact-
congratulations.
Jay, contact us through the website to set up getting your prizes.
Ooh,
Um,
prizes.
and we will bring them along with the wine glasses that you order to the hotel party. Since college forgot to pick them up. Check out all our social media. Check out all of our social media sites they're all connected to their website.
Where are we at? We're at
The
Instagram
Facebook,
and Twitter.
Twitter.
Tweet.
She is so excited.
I need to drop a fire emoji.
You know what
right
Wow.
now.
I love? You know
Whoa,
what I
fire
love?
emojis.
I mean,
I don't know. We might have to talk about that one. Fire
I'm
emoji.
fire emoji worthy.
Yes, you are. Tom just dropped the fire emoji. So with that being said,
hey, so you might want to follow up on
with that being said,
Hold on.
thank you for spending time with us in the Swingerverse,
We love
where you
you.
get to taste the lifestyle. Till next time, we are the Upside Down Pineapples. Phil N.
And Kim.
Thank you to our guests, Matt, Becca. Who are you right now?
I'm Roz.
Roz and John.
Yes!
She is lying.
All of our callers and our play partners, Cassidy, Shimmers, and Club Giggity.
Shimmer.
And remember, next time you're in the grocery store,
Ooh. I don't like it. Go back.
remember next time you're in the food store,
Oh.
grab a pineapple and flip
Put
that.
that bitch upside down.
We'll see everybody next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.